Hello, everyone. Today, I will explain to you how to disassemble and weld the glued chip on the motherboard. Through observation, the black glue can be clearly seen in the gap between the glued chip and the surrounding components. We call it a glued chip. We need to use some tools in the process of disassembling this kind of chip. The first is to separate the residual glue in the gap between the chip and the surrounding components. This tool is called the edged glue knife. What I'm holding right now is an edge glue knife. It's a metal piece of iron. Then make the front position thinner. Then use this thin sheet to cut back and forth in the gap to cut the glue. The newly bought blade may be slightly thicker. We need to sand the front. This is a new one I bought back. I need to sand the front part. When I bought it, the front was thicker. To thin it, let's compare these two, one polished and the other unpolished. The thickness of the back is basically the same. Then the sharp point in the front has been polished. It's narrowed on both sides. After grinding, the sharp point in the front should also be rounded a little bit. Like mine, the front tip has been smoothed. It is not easy to scratch the motherboard. This is the first knife. The second tool is for chip removal. The chip is glued. It can't be picked up with tweezers after blowing directly like the ordinary glue-free chip. After we blow this chip, put a thin piece of metal in the gap between the chip and the motherboard. After putting it in, twist the handle, or just lift it up to pry up this chip. At this time, you need to use a knife like this to pry the chip. This is what the knife looked like when I bought it. Grind the front to an arc angle. Grind it on the sandpaper, round the front part. As for the edge of the new blade is very sharp, and there may be some burrs on the edges. We also need to smooth this burr on this edge. This is a grind one. Let's look at the front. Relatively round. So is the edge. Just grind back and forth on the sandpaper a few times. Another one is that after the chip is removed, it is necessary to clean up the glue remaining on the motherboard and the glue remaining on the chip. We're going to use a glue scraper. The glue scraper uses number 16 knife blade. This is a new number 16 cutter blade. Then grind it. Narrow this area of the blade. Narrow the area I'm pinching now. Then blunt the tough edge in front of the knife, which you can see a small beveled edge. Round the tip that is in contact with the chip at the front. The tip of the back part in contact with the chip should also be rounded. After grinding, the finished state is like this. One is narrowed. The other is that the pointed position in the front is rounded. The position of the rear is rounded. These are the three knives we need to use. Number 16 glue scraper. This is the edge glue knife. There is also a chip knife.